Welcome to today's video announcements. My name's Dylan.
And I'm Tori. Up first is today's lunch.
Up next is today's top 5 news stories.
Up next is today's weather.
And here are today's holidays.
Now let's go take some look at some school announcements.
This week's word of the week is sanguine. Optimistic or positive, especially in an apparently bad or difficult situation.
What's up, Valley Center? I got you guys again with this week's most viral videos. First, we got a dog who crashed a golf cart.
Well, a good dog on the ground's worth 3 in the saddle, no matter where you're from. Been many good dog was a friend to a man, but Sam was the greatest one. He was a hound of hounds, he was the wonder of all walkers. He loved howling at the moon, he loved treeing that raccoon. Most of all, he was my best friend, and he's...
Next, we have the Kansas City Chiefs locker room talking about how many chickens it would take to kill an elephant.
How many chickens would it take to kill an elephant?
10,000.
That is correct. How many chickens would it take to kill an elephant?
Oh my gosh. Elephants have pretty thick skin. Honestly, like over 4,000, probably. Maybe even more than that.
How many chickens would it take to kill an elephant?
How many chickens? At least millions of chickens.
That is the wrong answer. How many chickens would it take to kill an elephant?
I'll tell you one thing about them chickens. Can never count a chicken out. I had this one chicken one time, boy, Leroy. Leroy was an animal. Leroy was a cold killer. Took about 4 of my horses out, I promise you. I'm still looking for him to this day. They said last time Leroy's still flying around this guy.
Here's an average guy going against an NFL defensive lineman.
I would try to stop an elite NFL defensive lineman.
You all right?
I got you guys.
Now let's look at this day in history.
Stay classy,
BC.
January 12th, 1991. Just days before a UN deadline, Congress authorizes President George H.W. Bush to use force to expel Iraq from Kuwait.
The action taken by the United States Congress today is a very important step in hopefully getting Saddam Hussein to realize what he's up against.
Days later, an American-led coalition launches Operation Desert Storm, which drives Saddam Hussein's troops from Kuwait. 1945. In the final months of World War II, Soviet forces begin a huge offensive against Nazi Germany in Eastern Europe. 1932. Hattie Caraway of Arkansas becomes the first woman elected to the U.S. Senate. Caraway wins a special election to fill the last few months of her late husband's term. 1976. In Britain, mystery writer Agatha Christie, whose works include Murder on the Orient Express, dies at age 85. And in 1971,
Boy, the way Glenn Miller played.
Songs that made the hit parade.
All in the Family premieres on CBS. The sitcom breaks new ground in depicting serious topics on TV, becoming wildly popular. Today in history, January 12th. Sandy Kozel, The Associated Press.
We could use a man like Clinton.